Yo, my people, them CFC, British Blue, back with another video. It's the match review for the Chelsea and Wrexham game in our first preseason friendly, which we drew 2-2. Goals from Christopher Nkunku and Leslie Ogochukwu cancel out Wrexham's players' goals, and I'm going to be breaking down the game as much as possible. But you guys, thank you for your support. And make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram threads, and YouTube at CFC underscore Redis Blue. And thank you for your support on the watch along as well. But now let's get into the review. And man's going to start off with our team news. Our starting 11. Robert Sanchez in goal. Right back was Reece James. Centre backs Tosin Adarabioyo as well as Benoit Badiashile. Left back was Levi Colwill. Centre midfielders, I believe, was Romeo Lavia, as well as Carney Chukwuemeka on one side and Christopher Nkunku on the other. Left wing was Tyreek George. Right wing was Noni Madueke. Striker was Mark Guiu. And the thing I like about this is the fact that you saw in this match Enzo Maresca how he wants his team to perform. He already stated that he wants his right back to invert. He said that Reece James would be inverting, and that's what we saw during this match. Because Levi Colwill, Tosin Adarabioyo, and Badiashile were the three centre backs. That's how it would work. Then going into midfield, it would seem like Lavia and Reece James would be next to each other. Then you have Tyreek George, Noni Madueke, left and right. You have Carney Chukwuemeka and Christopher Nkunku had been the other two in that box, as well as Mark Guiu as the striker. This was working very well. We took the lead in the first half and was 1-0. Christopher Nkunku scored a very good goal and was a great play. We won our corner. Reece James put the ball in. It was very good. Tyreek George tried to take a shot. It got deflected. Mark Guiu, he laid it off for Christopher Nkunku. Bow, 1-0. Instant finish. And the thing I liked about it again is the fact that our team were just controlling the game and we didn't allow Wrexham to do much, I'll be honest. In the first start, I didn't even get to see the first start of it, but Levi Cole lost his head. And other than that, I didn't really see any terrible signs from us. Maybe some passes going astray, but in this case, these guys haven't played under Enzo Maresca. This is a completely different system compared to what we was playing last season under Mauricio Pochettino. So there will be growing pains. People like Reece James, he might not seem as comfortable. People might not be happy with him playing there, but he won Championship Player of the Year. He was playing at Wigan. That was like 6 years ago. He has recently come back from an injury. On top of that, he just hasn't been fully fit for a long period of time. He's going to need time to adjust. And I feel like in this position, with him not bumming up and down the field, it will be less likely for him to get injured, in my opinion, because he ain't gonna have to be running up and down. He can dictate. He can use his passing range, can use his vision, and if he needs to, he'll be able to just push forward and maybe take a shot. Like that's the good thing about him. Romeo Lavia, I was very impressed with him. CDM, he hasn't played in a minute. It's been a very, very long time for him. And to see him play, he was literally one of the most impressive players that we had today. Him, Reece James, as well as Tyreek George. His one-on-ones, the way using his feints, I like it. I like it. You have that swagger about you, and you have that impression to try and impress Enzo Maresca. And I think you've done very well. But the one person I'll have to say impressed me the most was Mark Guiu. This guy didn't even score any goals, but his persistence to press so much. It doesn't matter who has the ball, whether it's the keeper or the centre backs, he's going to push. He's going to get to the ball. He ain't going to be standing there waiting for a man to just pass the ball. No, he's going to hunt man down. Because that's how you create chances. That's how you be able to score some goals. Like after we scored our first goal, he done it, and we nearly scored a second, practically instantly. Like his pressing, is so good. And this is a guy who is only 18 years old. There is so much time for him to develop. And I feel like in this situation, if he stays with us majority of the season, he's just going to be a very, very good player. He can play in the Conference League. He could be leading the line in the Conference League for me. I would be happy with that. Like, for me to be impressed with a guy who hasn't even scored, he got an assist, but I'm more impressed with his ball, with his I'm more impressed with his ability off the ball, not just on it. So I have to big up Mark Guiu. He's the guy who impressed me the most. Which one of Romeo Lavia, Mark Guiu, Reece James, or Tyreek George impressed you guys the most? Let me know. Noni Madueke, I thought that he might have been better, but other guys will be able to grow into the system. We ended the first half 1-0, but then in the second half, this is where things went kind of left, in my opinion. We made 10 changes, and the only person who stayed on the pitch was Carney Chukwuemeka. Positives from this 11, Wesley Fofana got to play for the first time in more than 12 months. He played very well. His distribution was very key. Players the central centre back. Malo Gusto, he was doing okay on the right hand side in the inverted role, but I feel like he could do a lot better, in my opinion. But he hasn't played this role in long, and it's just adjustment periods for him. But those two, I can't really say I was very impressed with any other person, if I'm going to be honest with you. Akumpong, our other defenders, caused us to have a mistake, allowed Wrexham to pounce and get their first goal, and even just their second one. Like the second one is how they got it, because we gave away the ball. But overall, we just should have played a lot better. Bergstrom as the goalkeeper, he could have done better to save the shots, but things like this for me just lets man know why certain guys will not be playing or starting more often than not. Leslie Gutruku, after we went 2-1 down, got the equalizer, good finish, but I'm gonna be real. There's so many we have so many positives to take from the first half, but the second half, not too many. I'd be real, but we drew the game. It is what it is. And now we have to focus on our next match, which is against Celtic on Saturday. I'll be doing a watch along for that one. So I hope you guys stay tuned for that. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this game. First preseason match under Enzo Maresca. I'm very happy, but he seemed very stressed because he was sitting down, holding his head. And I don't blame you, man, but we didn't have our best team. Mudryk wasn't in the lineup. Conor Gallagher, let's say he's one of our best players, but Conor Gallagher, Cole Palmer, Mark Cucurella, Enzo Fernandez, Moise Caicedo, they weren't in the lineups or the squad at all. So we have a lot more players that can impress us in the future. And I'll be waiting to see who comes in for the next game. But on that note, I'd like to thank every single one of you guys for your support. No one got the score prediction correct, so there won't be any shout outs. But please follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Facebook for more Chelsea content. I'm CFC British Blue, and I'm out. Peace. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea.